Full race cards and selections for every weekend and every day of major horse racing festivals are available on our website. Subscribe to ULO and never miss out on our racing coverage. Down to France on Sunday, where the best of the racing is at Chantilly. There's plenty of British interest for some valuable black-type contests, with not much going on back across the channel. Sunday's nap lines up in the Prix-Chloé. British Raider Skelet drops into Group 3 company here, having been tried at the very highest level in her last couple of outings. She ran very well for a long way in the Group 1 Coronation Stakes at Royal Ascot, leading until the 2 furlong pole, and before that was 8th of 13 in the Irish 1000 guineas on her first run of this season. The extra furlong here should put less emphasis on the pace angle, and these are far calmer waters, so a big run is on the cards. L'Equilibrist and Louisa Bear both make the shortlist, having fought out a listed contest at Paris-Longchamp over this trip back in May, but the former came up short when sent into the Group 1 Prix de Dion, so drops down in grade. Rafe Beckett's Skelet to finally deliver on all her promise, and land her first blow this term. Our next best is next up, in the Prix Robert Papin. A race dominated by raiders from across the channel, with 6 making the trip over, and the only other entrant is an Italian filly. The selection is Arabai, who won over this course and distance last month for Carl Burke, who has done so well with his sprinters this season, including Group 1 success with Fallen Angel in the Irish 1000 guineas. Richard Fahey sends 2 over, Shadow Army and Moving Force, but it is Ed Walker's Sell and Dine that will give Arabai most to think about, with this pair both seeking the hat-trick. More of the same from Arabai to take Group 2 honours. Elsewhere on the card at Chantilly, Green Cape can land the Foslar Cock. It should pay to side with the well-bred Green Cape on his debut under rules. This Lope de Vega colt should be teed up for this, coming out of André Fabre's powerhouse yard, and Mikel Barcelona in the saddle adds to the appeal. Named after the famous Baroque castle, Neuschwanstein is also an interesting debutante, sired by Romanized, the Irish 2000 guineas winner in 2018, who was also a Group 1 scorer here in France. These are the 2 that stand out on pedigree, with a marginal preference for Green Cape. The de la Pepiniere looks to be all about Elusive Princess, who takes a marked drop in grade to this listed contest. She's been globe-trotting this year, with a win at Saratoga, and a brace of races at Keeneland, sandwiching a grade 2 at Tampa Bay Downs. Back on French soil now, and considering she was 5th in the Group 1 Prix de Dion here last year, this should be a formality. André Fabre's Ardent rates the main threat, having finished a solid 4th in the Prix Corrida at Saint-Cloud last time out, and is more than capable at this level. Elusive Princess to score now back on familiar ground, with Ardent to make her honest. In the Prix Messidor, Mahaba Yasanafi can score. Andreas Schultz's colt can be classy on his day, but had to pull out all the stops to beat the reopposing Andromeda here last month. This time Francis Henri Griffith's Andromeda is £2 better off than in that Group 3, so is entitled to get closer and make a race of it. Throw in British Raider Brave Emperor, and the hat-trick seeking Caramelito, and it's a Group 3 with some depth to it. Mahaba Yasanafi to continue the winning thread, with Andromeda and Caramelito to make him work for it.